The numbers are moving.
All right.
Welcome to the half-hour happy hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. For the next half hour-ish, we are going to be talking about some fun things that we found on the interwebs, which is the internet.
For
people who are cool and hip,
exactly.
like us.
I was just thinking, like, we have to stop saying interwebs sometime soon, right?
I think
we need a new
we're
way
almost
to say
there.
Or the internets.
Yeah, the internets. Yeah, that's a big thing.
We need a different one.
My buddy Tom. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. How are the levels?
Oh, great. Perfect.
Oh, good.
I don't know. I'm not needed anymore. I'm not looking
No,
at it.
you still have to bring the wine, Tom.
You have been replaced by a processor.
A processor and yummy.com. We don't need Tom anymore to deliver wine.
Tom's like, I'm going to screw
Tom,
you,
we still love
yummy.com.
Thank
We still
you.
love you.
I'm still going to show up every weekend.
Of course.
Please do.
You better.
Just to play
Please
with
do.
your
Oh,
dog.
a light just went out in your garage.
That's the
I
automatic
mean, in
garage
our
door.
studio, in our sexy studio.
In the lovely sexy
Wait,
studio.
which apparently had a fire this week. What happened?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was a small fire. Well, first off, there was a much bigger fire.
What?
Yeah, did I not tell you guys about this? So Heather and I went away. My wife Heather and I went away for like 4 days. I think we went up to Fresno. She's from Fresno.
This past week?
No, this was like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
But we came back, and then I'll tell you about the current fire.
Right.
This garage studio has been through some stuff.
Got it.
It's a very resilient garage studio. So she comes out here and writes music, and she has a
Right.
couple different songwriting partners, and she will like light a bunch of candles.
Basically,
and stuff like
for
that.
those of you at home, we commandeer Heather's mics for this podcast.
Yes, we're actually on. Like, actually, you'll be able to see it on the Instagram photo
Oh,
that
yeah,
I'm
there
going
you
to put
go.
up.
Those are the mics we use.
Don't forget, we also kick her out of the house.
We
Yeah,
do.
that's
Yeah, she
true.
didn't just leave. I was like, get out of here. Anyway, so we come back 4 days later. Been gone 4 days,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I gotta check something in the garage. Open the door, brrr, full of smoke.
What?
Like the whole garage full, like thick smoke. And I'm like, holy fuck! There was like an electrical fire. Like what?
Oh my God.
Come in. All of the candles have been lit for the last 4 days. They've melted, broke glass. They started melting into this like crazy like African like setting piece thing that's like this thick hardwood, so it was like smoldering through the hard. So I literally came in here 4 days after it was done and blew out smoke. Like I had to blow the candles out.
How are they still going?
It's because this weird wood thing that we got from like a trip that her parents took to Africa was like this super dense wood.
Oh my
And so it was like
gosh.
slowly smoldering through this thing. But if it had not been, it would have been straight through here into the carpet. Boom, the whole thing's gone.
Straight through here, he means through the table.
Yeah,
These
through
candles are on.
coffee table.
Alex sometimes forgets that we're only audio right now.
I don't know if sometimes is the right way to put that.
All the time forgets.
Although I have to say, I think I've sort of stopped drinking beer that often. I'm more of a whiskey wine guy now.
Yep. But now you're drinking a Tecate.
Yeah, for whatever reason, last Saturday, I was like, I'm going to buy 18 Tecates. And it was at like 11 o'clock at night on my way home from something because I had been drinking beer. So I was like, I want some beer at home. So I bought 18 Tecates.
Nice.
So I'm slowly whittling them down.
There you go.
And I have to say, this was like the best idea I've ever
know.
had.
Do you need any
Tecates
help
are
with that?
refreshing.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I think I'll be able to get through it in about
Okay, so
3
wait,
months.
what fire happened this week?
So we're redoing our front lawn,
Mm-hmm.
and part of that is we're putting in new plants. We're doing a drought tolerant thing. So we got rid of our lawn.
that's
It was a
nice.
lawn.
Yeah.
And since we're in California and we have no water,
Yep.
we were like, let's get rid of the grass
Yeah.
because grass is like the hardest thing to keep up, right? Well, we're adding like a lot of desert plants and things like that, but they still need some water.
Right.
It's not, it's not like, rocks. It's not a rock garden. So they're putting in new sort of efficient sprinklers that are only going to run, once a week or
nice.
twice a week, something like that. But also just in the sort of edges where there are plants now.
Right.
Well, the guy was like, hey, can I just like connect it to your timer? And I was like, yeah, we have a really shitty like timer from like 1975.
Oh, like an old timer
Yeah,
for sprinklers?
an old timer.
Got it. An old timer.
He was like, hooray, when did the sprinklers go off?
I just got to push this button at the right time once a week.
Oh, you young kids like water, do you? So I was like, I brought the guy back, and I was like, dude, you're gonna laugh. And he was like, nah. And I opened the garage, and he was like, oh, you were not joking. This is like a really old So we start fucking with it, and literally the guy is just pressing buttons on the thing, and all of a sudden it just starts smoking.
Oh my god!
I mean, it was that old. Like and he didn't do anything. He was just sort of like button, 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 and all of a sudden it was like smoke, and we were all like, and I'm sitting here, and because this was the TRS studio, the wall is carpet. So
Yeah.
it started catching on fire on carpet. So we're
that's
just
really
like,
good.
what's happening?
He's like, this is totally normal.
Yeah, he was like, "This is totally fine." I mean, I felt really bad because he was just like, he was really scared shitless because he was like, "I don't know what's happening," because none of us are like electrical people,
Right.
So
Electricians, that's
He
what
like
they're
yells,
called.
electrical people.
Electrical people makes it sound we have different factions.
Robots.
Like there are electrical people, water people.
Basically,
Heart.
it's the TV show Avatar.
I got that.
Thank you.
Amazing. I missed it. Was it a video game reference?
No, it was
Captain
Captain Planet.
Planet.
Oh,
He's our hero.
I think I missed.
He's going to bring pollution down to zero.
Wow.
Oh, I used to watch it.
I feel like I just got-
Obviously,
Toxic
Tom and I are on
Crusader.
the same page here.
For once.
I just feel like you just became 1950s girl. Is what just happened.
Do you want me to sing you the theme song? Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna bring pollution down to zero.
Nice.
By the way, you like how I asked you that question and then gave you no time to answer? I just immediately
I
started
love-
singing.
I love that. And also, now I think we're 4 for 4 with Allison singing
Oh,
something.
yeah. You guys, this is my life.
That was my favorite song she's sung so far.
Was Captain Planet the one that was Lois Lane from the original Superman? Was she in it? Wasn't
No.
she
Whoopi
like
Goldberg
Gaia?
played Gaia, right? Wasn't it Whoopi?
What?
Whoopi Goldberg.
There was a,
Oh, really?
there was a
Like she was the voice in the
Pretty
cartoon?
sure, right? Unless I got Whoopi Goldberg confused with
I have no idea.
Margot Kidder.
I was so young.
I feel like
when I was
Margot
watching that
Kidder was
show.
in some, and it was like post like fucked up drug Margot Kidder.
I have no idea.
I don't
There
know
was a
why.
post fucked
There-
up.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm not. Why am I looking this up? That's
I
so
don't-
not worth it.
We don't need to look this up. So the garage did not catch on fire.
No, but they pulled the panel off, and there was a lot of like melted shit on it. So now we have this like new, semi-fancy, sturdy version that I'm very happy
Yay.
I
about.
have the same one at
You have a
home.
new timer.
Good
Only
for
catches
you.
fire
Timer.
twice a year.
Oh,
She'll be okay.
I said the no catch fire one. Oh my
One
god!
that's not going to burn my house down. Please.
Yes.
Please.
So how was your week?
It was great. My brother was in town for a day. And I told him about how we're doing this podcast, and he was like, "Well, what do you talk about?" I was like, "Well, Alex like pulls up random stories, but at the beginning we just talk about insane things that happened to me during the week." And he was like, "Well, then let's make stories."
Oh yes, I love this guy.
And then we went to the Pikey and drank all of the wine at the Pikey.
oh my lord,
We drank so much wine Thursday night.
Oh, I love that it was
Friday
a
was
Thursday
yeah,
night.
Friday was painful.
See, this is the thing about being, I dare say, in the entertainment industry, but let's just
Yeah.
say non-full-time job people.
Right.
Every night you can just get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, there's no night where you're like, I probably shouldn't get fucked up tonight. You know what I
Right.
mean? Now, not that I do get
Oh,
fucked
no.
up every night. I'm just saying, Mr. buys cases of wine at a time.
Ice cases of wine.
No, that is my job to like drink and write and then show up to like pitches hungover.
That's great.
Like they
I had
love
an
it.
audition on Friday, but it was to audition for a girl who parties hard and is always hungover. And I was like, method acting.
Oh, I love that.
You can write
Yeah.
all that off on your taxes now. All the
Yeah.
drinking you did. To
Taxes.
prepare.
You're like,
Yeah.
this is, research.
Oh my gosh. that's
Business
amazing.
drinking. Which, by the way, happens a lot.
Business drinking.
By the way, this bottle of wine is a business gift.
There
It
you
better
go.
be.
Yeah.
Hey,
seriously.
we're talking about that. We should get a sponsor that is what company is that?
This is Starborough from New Zealand. Soft Blanc.
Oh, it's
I
so
don't-
fancy.
I don't know if we go to New Zealand.
It's so
From Vaughn's, from
fancy.
the grocery store.
From Vaughn's.
From Vaughn's.
It's Vaughn's, the New,
New
Zealand,
Zealand
of
Vaughn's.
grocery stores. Yeah, it's Vans.
Vans.
That's not even. I don't even know what.
I know what happened this week.
What?
Because we talked about it on the podcast last week. I can't go to Atlanta with you.
Yes.
I'm so bummed.
I know.
I have a
Sad panda.
wedding that weekend of what was it? MomoCon.
MomoCon.
I was so excited.
Yeah, we're sad Asian
I was going to
panda.
get some Virgin America points. By the way,
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
I'm going to take some virgins out.
Typical Allison.
By the way, Virgin America started following me on Twitter now.
I saw them say thank you to you. I was like, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I love Virgin America.
Yeah,
Dude, they
man.
are just on it. By the way, let me just say also, my bad.
What'd you
Mea
do?
culpa, as it were. Virgin America does not fly to Atlanta.
Oh, they don't? Oh, well then fuck it. I don't care that I can't go to
I'm
MomoCon
sort of-
anymore.
I'm sort of glad that you couldn't go because I would have been really disappointed.
They really don't fly to
Now,
Atlanta?
I read an article about Virgin, insert America. Turns out it's Atlantic. flying
it flies
to
out of
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah.
So you can fly
Because
like
Atlanta is the biggest international airport in the U.S. Did you know that?
no.
Isn't that shocking? You would have thought it was like New York or LAX or something like that, but Atlanta.
I think there's a lot of stuff going on in sort of the middle of the country that we're not even really aware of. Like
Atlanta's
tornadoes
the
and
South.
shit. I'm like, what's happening? What?
There's tornadoes?
Yeah, happening like today,
Whoa.
right now.
There's tornadoes happening right now.
There's somebody
I thought
somewhere.
that happens in like Oklahoma, not Atlanta.
I don't know. Aren't they close?
He doesn't know. That's the
I don't know.
By the way, geography, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, what does it matter where anything is? I barely know.
Did you ever watch, speaking of like shows we used to watch as kids, did you ever watch Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Fun fact,
From
I
the-
saw Rockapella in concert twice.
Rockapella.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Amazing.
I've seen them once.
Oh, see, there
By
you
the
go.
way, way ahead of the acapella boom
Yeah,
of
totally.
2007, maybe?
It was
2008?
way before that, wasn't it?
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. They were like super ahead of their time
Yeah, they
when
were
like
awesome.
Pitch Perfect was coming out.
Right.
And like,
But so when at the end of Carmen Sandiego, whichever kid made it to the final round, and they had to like put the markers on where all the places were. If it was the U.S., I'm like, got it. If it was Europe, I'm like, okay. If it was Africa, I'm like, fuck this. I don't know where. I got Egypt. That's about the only country I can identify in Africa.
That's in Africa.
I didn't even Casablanca. I don't even know Europe. Well, first off, Europe. Like when we were kids, Europe was a totally different setup. You know what I mean?
Really just the Eastern Europe.
Well, yeah.
Everything else was the same, like Italy, Germany. That's all the same. Well, no, actually, actually, you're right because Germany was East Germany and West Germany.
Bam.
This is getting too smart for me. Let's get back to
I think this is getting too smart for everybody in this
Yeah, but it
room.
was all the Slavic countries are now all different names. Like there is no
Slavic.
Czechoslovakia, which was always my favorite.
Czechoslovakia and back. Right? Isn't
Yeah,
that part of the song?
totally.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it.
Been around the world from Siam down to Zimbabwe, something like that.
Ziam?
Is that a place?
I don't think so.
Oh.
And by the way, sorry for all you listeners in Ziam. I didn't mean to offend your Zionism. All right.
Should we start stories?
We should start stories.
Let's start
Although
stories.
we should
Oh.
mental check.
Mental check.
Do remember
Okay.
that for MomoCon weekend,
Okay.
we need to coordinate.
Oh,
timing.
recording this earlier.
Yeah. Well, or when? Because I get back on Sunday. I get
Oh.
back on Saturday night.
Oh, so we can do it Sunday morning.
But I don't know if your wedding. I don't know
No,
where it
my
is.
wedding's Friday.
Perfect.
I'm glad that our listeners
that-
just needed to listen to that.
Yeah. So everybody, remember, check the box. We'll be recording Saturday
Yes.
because that's
No,
a
Sunday.
thing.
We're going to be recording Sunday.
We'll be recording Sunday.
Alex, you just fucked this up.
Somebody needs to give me a bigger box to check. I feel like I'm getting so fucking old. My eyes, I can't even read the fucking computer screen that far away. Okay.
Yep, you're old.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about. So first off, thank you so much, everybody, for sending in emails.
Yes, we got emails.
We got emails.
What's the email address again?
Half hour happy hour fans at gmail.com.
Nice.
Couple emails.
Okay.
That we got a couple that basically said it's too short,
Yeah,
which
but,
I think that's a good thing. I'd
Yes.
rather them go it's too short than could you guys shut up a bit?
yeah.
Like it's a little
Should you
long.
just stop doing this podcast because
Yeah,
it's like
a little-
offending our ears.
Yeah, it's a little long in the tooth. My car travels. It's not worth it. So thank you guys for that. But we're going to continue on target with the half hour ish.
Yeah.
Of the happiness. And then the other thing is we got a couple people who were like, we want Allison to pick some stories.
Oh shit.
I'm surprised, and I'm cool still doing it, but they were like, we want to know what Allison wants to talk about.
You guys, here's why Allison doesn't pick the stories. Because when we first started 4 weeks ago, Allison forgot to pick stories. Allison
Happy anniversary,
showed up,
everybody.
Yeah, 1 month. Allison showed up to the studio and was like, shit, I totally forgot to pick stories. Because Alex and I planned it out that he would pick 3 and I would pick 3. And then
then we would do 2 each.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we do
back
2
learning
each, and we
this.
had a backup one in case we picked the same story.
I was like, what is this
But
podcast?
I just completely forgot the first week, and Alex was like, "That's okay. I got a bunch of stories," and I was like, "Great." And then the second week we did
Something
this.
happened. You had to you had to go somewhere or something. You couldn't.
No, that's when Allison had a really alcoholic night and didn't wake up by herself the next morning, and
I
had
told you not to tell anybody about that.
and had to push the podcast an hour. Remember that? I remember me texting you, and I was
yes.
like, "Can we meet at noon and not 11?"
I do
So
remember
I didn't
that.
have time to find stories that day either. And then I run into Alex earlier this week or last week.
It was last week.
And Alex is like, By the way, don't worry about picking out stories. I kind of like picking out stories. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm cool doing it, but just so you know.
They want me to pick stories.
This is my gut would be they don't necessarily need you to pick a story, but maybe just be like, I want to talk about pants today.
Okay.
By the way, what is it about pants?
What's the deal with pockets?
Thanks.
Why are they on the front and the back? I only need one pocket. It's never true.
No.
There's never a case where there's too many pockets on a pair of
I
pants,
know.
in my opinion.
Unless it's cargo pants. Then it's too many pockets.
By the way, I don't know the last time I've actually worn cargo pants. I used to fucking love cargo pants.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, and I even bought some like nice fancy
I bet your
cargo
girlfriend
pants.
liked them too. You bought fancy cargo pants?
Yeah.
Oh, they were fancy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Volcom, I think, was one.
Yeah.
Volcom is like a skating line.
To me, it was fancy for what I
Yeah.
could afford.
It's one step above Target, Volcom. Actually, I think they might be in Target now.
Oh my gosh.
They were bought by Target. No, but I had like some like I think I had some like not Varvatos, but I had like some like fancy cargo pants. And just looping back, why would my girlfriends like me in cargo pants?
Because women don't really like cargo pants.
Okay, I got it. Because you said, and I was like, what? I don't understand.
Oh.
But cargo pants.
You're like,
But
I
yes,
feel like I should be offended, but I don't know why.
Yes. Now that said, I've removed all cargo pants from my life.
Thank goodness.
Including my. Is that a plane that just went overhead?
Oh my gosh, a plane in Los Angeles? I've never heard of that.
We are not in a flight path, people. Yeah.
It's a helicopter.
Helicopter.
Oh man.
Yeah. Urban birds.
The popo are out.
Anyway, but I'm just saying, maybe bring something in and say, I want to talk about pants.
All right.
You don't have
I
to.
don't want to talk about pants.
What we just did.
I-
Boom.
Damn it.
All right.
Foiled
So,
again.
so first thing I want to talk about,
Yes.
did you guys see the first image of Jared Leto
Yes.
as
Also, I say Jared Leto.
Jared Leto? Leto, tomato.
Yeah. Let's call the whole thing off.
Cardigan, pants, things. So, so Suicide Squad. First off, Suicide Squad is theoretically, I guess it's the first. I just feel like DC. It just doesn't get. I feel like DC are like the old people that are sort of like, hey, the kids like it when
The
we do
old-timers.
spin-offs.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And it's like,
Avenger seems to be working out pretty well.
why don't we do an Avengers? Don't we have like the Justice whatever friends? No, guys, it's like you're doing.
You've murdered
they're
it
just-
16 times
and
now.
they're just trying so hard. But anyway, so one of the new we're trying so hard is the spin-off Suicide Squad, which is sort of like a bunch of evil guys get together. And
Which I'm actually really excited for.
I'm super jazzed about
Yeah.
it. Jared Leto
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I see that look you gave me.
playing the Joker. Everybody,
Yeah.
I think mostly when people heard about that, they were excited about it because I feel like he's he's a fantastic
Yeah.
actor and crazy when he gets into a crazy role.
And if anyone's going to have to step into the Joker shoes after Heath Ledger, someone like Jared Leto could do it.
Exactamundo.
Yeah.
Well, the first image came out, and boy, is it different
Yeah.
in a great way, I think.
Yeah.
But it's intense.
I miss my biggest thing with it. I'm assuming everyone's seen the photo. My biggest thing is I miss the hair. Like his hair, he looks like he's the lead singer of a punk band.
Well, he is.
But 30
Yeah.
Seconds to Mars isn't really punk.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
band. But I totally agree. I like the sort of like no shirt tattooed weird Joker stuff.
I actually really dig the purple medical glove.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kinda
Yeah,
smart.
that's a cool key. That's a cool. And the fucked up teeth, man. The
grill.
metal cap teeth. That
Yeah.
ugh.
People are still complaining about it just because like it's too
It's
emo
different.
or hip. Like I love my superheroes, but for the bad guys, I don't care what you do to them because they're bad guys. If you did that to
Right.
Batman and give him that, yeah, I'd complain.
Yeah.
So one of my friends made the comment that I thought was kind of hysterical, and he said like he looks like a CrossFit junkie. Like he's
Yeah.
too in shape. Like
Yeah.
you don't expect the Joker to be that like
Yeah, the Joker is more sort of
tawny. Is that the word I'm looking for? Tawny? I don't know.
like tawny.
Tawny Katane? Like,
Tawny
I don't
Katane?
Sexy?
I have no idea what I mean.
Yeah, no, yeah. Taut, maybe.
Taut?
Taut.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Life
Yoked.
yoked.
Yeah,
Yoked.
yoked. I think. Well, it's true because the Joker is the guy who hires people to beat up Batman.
Right,
He
right.
doesn't really beat, or if they're fighting, he's like, ha, bottle table. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
not like, okay, let's put up your dukes.
Right.
He's more like, oh, you broke my arm, and then stabs him with something.
Yes.
And then it's like, fuck you.
Batman always falls for it.
I know. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Joker. I didn't mean to break it.
I don't actually want to kill anybody.
Oh, you stabbed me. Jesus. Oh, and your arm's okay. Oh, you're an asshole. Like, that's how the Joker Batman fights go. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my gosh. The other night.
he's the guy like, you wouldn't hit a baby and like put a pillow in front of his face.
The other night when I was drinking all the wine in the Pikey,
Yes.
there was this girl there that I hear her go, wait a minute, Batman versus Superman? Like, they're going to fight each other? Why would anyone want to see that? It would just make children cry.
And by the way, she's not wrong.
No, but
Batman versus Superman, great comics.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
totally.
Great comic story.
But her point was, like, these are two superheroes that kids look up to, and if they fight each other, it's like, what? Who's the bad guy?
Well, yeah.
Totally agree. I always have
Yeah.
a problem with that in like superhero movies, with like Iron Man fighting Hulk in the new Avengers movies. Like, come on, quit.
Yeah.
And the Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see them fighting each other. They're supposed to be protecting me. Stop.
both of you
Yeah.
protect me right now.
Yeah, it's basically, Mommy, Daddy, stop yelling. That's like that's the comic book equivalent of please stop yelling, Mommy.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know much about Suicide Squad before it was announced. Still don't.
Yeah. I just know Harley Quinn's in it.
I was just about to say, do we know who?
Yeah, it's Margot.
Kidder? They brought that. They went
No.
that far back.
That would make
Margot,
sense.
the chick, she's fantastic. The chick who was Leonardo DiCaprio's wife in Wolf of Wall Street.
Margot Robbie or something like that?
Margot Robbie,
Margot
that's it.
Robbie. Yeah. Okay.
She just did full frontal in that movie and was like banging hot, and then on top of it was like an amazing actress, and I was like, you win everything. You just won all things.
Yeah.
Because she's that good.
Mental note: go check out that scene.
Yeah. Mental
Oh, yeah.
note: Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Margot
she's
Robbie.
Harley Quinn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything about what her character design's going to be.
No.
Based on this, I have a
is
feeling
the
it's
first
gonna
image
be.
that they've released.
Yeah, based on
So-
this, I have a feeling they're going to go.
Yeah. But also, it's really interesting because this image is obviously so touched up.
Well, yeah.
So, like, the image looks like a comic book cell as opposed to a
Do we-
actual photo of Jared Leto.
Let me just see.
So I'm interested to see how it kind of looks in motion, if that makes sense.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to see because I know, Zack Snyder is involved in this process, so it's going to be very processed
Right.
video anyway. You know what I mean? I was gonna check to see.
There was a video that just
came.
came out that showed Man of Steel if it hadn't been color corrected.
Oh,
And it's fascinating.
I didn't see that, but it's true because he
Yes.
loves to just take the color out of shit.
Yeah. And that was people's biggest complaint about, not biggest, but that was one of the complaints about Man of Steel, is that it was so dark. It was such a dark, gloomy movie. And it was so desaturated, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Desat.
So they showed what it really looked like. And it looked like a Superman movie.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
cool.
put all the color back in it, it looks like a Superman film. You know? What are you looking up, Alex?
David Ayers is directing Suicide Squad.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
I'm excited for this.
Gonna be cool. Yeah, I mean, he did Training Day. Like
Yeah.
23 minutes. We only talked about one story.
Oh my gosh, we
Jesus.
need to move
What's
on.
happening? Okay.
Well,
The
you
good
can
news
edit this
is
somehow.
This is why we shouldn't have talked about pants.
never not talk about pants. Always use double
Next
negatives.
story. Next story.
Okay. The good news is the next couple ones are pretty quick. So there's a new alarm clock called Wake with a weird thing over the top.
We
Sold.
Yeah. Yeah.
done.
It's like Wake. Or Waki? I don't know why just the E would fuck the whole word up. But so the whole concept is it's this
Wait,
box.
is this supposed to be wakey?
Wakey. That would be the most. Yeah, you go to Best
Wakey,
Buy. Go to Best Buy and you're like, do you guys sell Wakey?
Get out.
So Wakey is a new smart alarm clock.
Okay.
Right. So usually the way it works is an alarm clock next to your bed. Shit starts to yell at you.
Well, alarm clocks work.
Well, look, let me just be very clear. Here's how alarm clocks work. You're sleeping, and next to you, something wakes you up.
I can't breathe.
So Wakey has come up with this new weird thing, right? So it's this small box that you install like 8 feet above your bed. above the head of your bed.
I hate this already.
Wait, but wakey. Wakey. And what happens is it actually has sensors that scan where it is specifically you are in the bed.
Nope.
Yeah.
Still hate
then
this.
Tilts to you, and then what it does
Nope.
is it illuminates light on you and then projects sound just in a column to your head. So the other person
Like scanners.
it's basically like it just goes, Allison, wake up.
No.
Wakey.
Fucking terrible.
So it works in conjunction with your phone. So there's like an
Okay.
app you program it, and then you go to sleep. But that's pretty weird. I like the idea of like the like slow light building.
Right.
That's just like
I used to have an alarm clock that did that. Like it would start off with like a low tone and like doo, 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 and then it just gradually got louder until
was
you
like,
turn it off. Basically. But it was so like instead of just being like jolted awake
Yeah.
by a loud noise, you were kind of gradually woken up by it, you know?
How do you guys? What is your waking current regime right now?
I just set the alarm clock on my phone.
But does it vibrate and make noise?
It makes noise.
Just
yeah,
makes noise.
yeah.
What is the noise?
I don't know, it's loud.
Is it like a music or just like
It's
a
like
ding
a-
dong ding dong ding?
Oh, I think it actually sounds like a ring. It's like pring, pring, pring. It's terrible.
Well, what? First off, you can change that setting.
Can I
FYI.
don't know if I can. I'm also just too lazy to do it.
And Tom, what about you?
Oh, I was going to say that I'd never set my alarm because I never have to get up.
Oh my god.
Great.
But do you have like
kind
an
of
internal
beautiful life
alarm?
do
Like,
you
are you
lead?
waking up at like?
I get up at like 7:30 every morning. Yeah.
See, but
It's
that's
because
the
of my
thing.
wife,
Oh
you
wow.
know.
Oh, so you have an alarm. It's called your wife's alarm.
Yeah.
Well, I get up before her to wake her up.
Oh.
That is like the most chivalrous thing. Usually, I'm like, you have to get up when. Pff, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, you walk so loud in the morning. Heather has this thing. I mean, it's so funny. And I've actually talked to her about it. But she takes her drawers in the morning when I'm sleeping and she slams them closed. And she doesn't realize she's doing it, but it's just like every time I'm like, wank. And my eyes pop open. I'm like, really? Really? You can just slowly I mean, you don't have to like, oh, it's so quiet. Don't want to wake the dinosaur. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
I
like.
feel like everything is louder when you're asleep, though. Like
Oh,
she's
totally.
probably just doing
You're way
it
more
gently
Oh
to you.
no! I've talked to her about it. Because here's the thing: when I get up, she doesn't even move. Now the flip side is she's a much harder sleeper than I am.
She's
I'm a
always
very light
passed
sleeper.
out and drunk,
yeah,
isn't she?
exactly. That's not true. I'm sorry, baby. But I'm always
Like
like
she
super,
listens to this.
Yeah, I know. I can
Oh,
say
Alex, you have a
whatever I want.
podcast? That's so cute.
Yeah. It would actually, although it would be really funny if I'm like cooking or eating. I don't know why I'm pantomiming eating for a conversation that's about to happen with my wife. And she comes in, she's like, I can't believe you said that about me on the podcast. I'll be like, you listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
I asked my parents if they listened to it, and my dad was like, yeah, we started the first one, and then got distracted.
You're like, awesome. I can't even keep my
Oh,
parents'
thanks.
attention.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
So anyway, Wakey,
Yeah.
I might try, because I feel like I've gotten into
Please tell me about the chip it injects into your brain unknowingly and then controls all of your movements. For the
I
rest
won't
of the
tell
day.
you. I'll just be giving you guys free Wakies. I'll be like, guys, you gotta try this Wakey. It is the most amazing way to wake up and feel refreshed. Wakey. I just love that it's like the sweet alarm clock, and we think, oh, they're taking over. That's the
Totally.
beginning of the end.
The fact that it has to be mounted 8 feet above your bed. By the way, my ceiling is what's 8 feet
Yeah,
above my bed, so I have to attach it to my
Hey,
ceiling.
all right, 8 feet might have been me exaggerating. It might be 3
All right.
or something like
So
that.
there's no cameras in that thing.
We don't know.
But if it can see where you are,
Oh, that's
if
disgusting.
it can see where you
See?
are,
It's like the Snapchat.
Also, what
for-
if there's 2 of you? How does it know which one to fucking wake up?
yeah.
What's happening? Oh, this is my.
What's
I was like, whose phone's going off? And I was like, oh, it's an ad on one of the articles. All right.
What's our next article?
Probably our last article,
Oh,
just based on timing.
yeah.
But I love this is amazing. A psychologist.
As opposed to a psychiatrist?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I didn't do it wrong.
Yeah.
IKEA is a quote map of relationship nightmares.
Okay.
So this professor of psychology at CSU in Los Angeles has discovered
CSU, California State University
in Los Angeles,
as opposed to USC.
It says
Okay.
California State University.
Got it.
Because I think there's a UC system, and then there's state.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, that's very very interesting. Let's talk. Let's go deep dive in that.
Let's not.
But so this person is a psychologist and psychologist. Jesus fucking Christ. But so she was doing all these like relationship sessions to
Yes.
help people, and she started to realize that a lot of the common issues that were coming up were all things that sort of were sparked at IKEA.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So first off, she said that a lot of times what happens is when couples go to IKEA, because the different sections are all split up into like the kitchen area and
Right.
the bedroom area and like children's bedroom and all that stuff, it sparks awkward conversations
and you
about
have
your
to,
life.
You have to walk through them all
Right.
to get through the whole store.
So let's say you're going to go buy a whatever.
A bookshelf.
Swedish
Right.
meatballs.
Swedish meatballs, which by the way is the
or
only
Swedish
reason to go.
meatballs, yeah.
When you go through the kitchen and then you start looking at kitchen items and then it comes up, well, but you don't do much of the cooking, and now all of a sudden you're having an argument about whether, like, who does what responsibility in the
Right.
kitchen area, right? And they said that, like, in the children's department, a lot of couples go, and then that sparks the whole conversation of
Why don't we
why
have
don't we
kids?
have kids? Why don't we have more kids? Why do you hate our kids? You know what I mean? Common conversation.
Yes, exactly.
But the other thing is that they said that even going home and building the thing
Right?
fucks with the relationship.
Really?
Yeah, and she actually came up with this thing. As this is the best line ever. A coffee table does not cause problems, but she described one particular cumbersome wall unit called Lytrop as the divorce creator.
Oh my god.
So what she started doing was she actually had people come in for couples therapy, and she would leave them with like, here's a coffee table from IKEA. Go home and build it together.
Oh my gosh.
So if they could put it together successfully, they wouldn't get divorced?
It was like a team building exercise.
Wow.
But not a wall unit.
This seems like
What?
it's sponsored by IKEA.
Yeah.
IKEA.
How could it be? It basically says if you want to keep your relationship going, never go to IKEA
What
together.
if you only refer to your IKEA pieces by their crazy Swedish name?
I think that would be smart.
Because I have a I've had it for like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like a rolling table that is in my kitchen that you can like store stuff in.
An island?
And it's
Like a
So it's
like
like
an
a-
island,
yeah.
kind of.
What's
And
its Swedish name?
Beckvam.
Beckvam.
I only refer to it as Beckvam.
That is
I'm
amazing.
like, oh, it's on the Beckvam. And people are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the Beckvam. And by the way, I was in IKEA like 6 months ago. They still have Beckvam.
Wow.
Well,
It's
clearly,
still called
it's a very
Beckvam.
it's a very popular accoutrement.
Yeah.
I think my dresser is called the Vas Deferens.
That sounds like the thing that's in the male genitalia.
Thank you.
Isn't that something?
I just love that. Of all the things you chose to name the Vas Deferens, you chose your dresser. Like that's the
I'm
thing.
not very good at this.
Tom, you're fired. We're
That's
getting
the thing that's
yummy.com
like
now.
the most like a human testicle. Yeah, your dressers. What? It's where you store your stuff.
Thank you.
It's where you store all your junk.
You're stoked. Ah.
Ayo. So
I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm sorry.
oh, dude, we love it. Are you kidding me? It's all comedy. So if you're in a couple, and if you're in a couple,
So I never have to worry about this.
are you never gonna be in a
I'm
relationship?
chronically single.
I envy you so much.
Oh my gosh.
You're chronically single. What happened? Is that like? Can you get a lotion for that?
You were just telling us about some guy you woke up next to
That's
know.
true.
a few weeks ago.
But I can only do
sounds-
that because I'm chronically single.
That is very true.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's got its ups.
Well,
it's
except
got
for the
its-
waking up next to a guy part. That's not my thing.
Man, your life sounds great. Waking up next to weird guys.
Yeah.
If I could only be you. I mean, but with, girl, whatever. I just wish. Anyway.
Wait, did you guys watch
Sorry,
any
what's
of the? I don't know why this just sparked my memory, but did you guys watch any of the Bruce Jenner interview?
Oh my God, I did not, but I sort of was like, I read the bullet points.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Like, if he thinks if he, identifies more as a woman and has all his life, like that's got to suck.
But they were saying that like the biggest point was that he came out as a Republican last night.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
That's what. Yeah, that's what the internet.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched
didn't-
like bits and pieces here.
I didn't watch
watch
any of
it.
it. I just
That's-
watched the internet
Yeah,
talk about it.
That's what I saw.
Yeah. I
in
did
the
not see
headline,
that.
and I believe all headlines. That's my.
Oh,
my
it wasn't an Onion headline?
No, I don't think so.
That would be an amazing Onion headline. Bruce Jenner comes out as Republican.
Yeah. It was pretty
I'll
fascinating
look
to
it up.
watch.
You guys
though.
talk.
All right, good. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, I just kind of get to that thing where I'm sort of like, that's got to suck because he was so early on in his life in the public eye.
Right.
And it's not like in the 70s, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't just be like, all right, so could you just all call me Bruce Anna or whatever? You know what I mean?
Bruce-Anna.
like
Yeah.
If you're gonna come out as a woman, would you choose?
Bruce Anna.
Anna?
First off, Bruce Anna is an awesome, strong woman name.
There you go.
Bruce Jenner comes out as Republican.
CNN said it.
CNN breaking
CNN.
Everybody
breaking
said it.
news.
Good job, CNN. Good job.
Good job. Boom. News.
News.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like good for him.
Absolutely.
Screw it. Yeah.
Oh,
go
absolutely
crazy.
good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really tough to grow up like that and then not be able to
Exactly.
express yourself.
But and that's what I was thinking during all the stuff that I was watching. It was like, I was kind of like, fuck us for making people feel like they can't be who they want to be.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So let's get better at that, everyone.
Nice.
Shall we?
You know what? Those are words
That
to
was a
live by.
motivational poster. Picture a kitten hanging off of a tree branch.
And underneath it just says, fuck us.
Yeah, fuck us. Let's let people be who they want to be.
Oh, my God. Well, let's let people be who they want to be for another week without us interrupting them, because I think we're probably well beyond the 37.
Oh my gosh.
I like
37, that's good.
That's good. Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
We
Put
did
in
it.
some
So,
stuff.
email us.
Email us, half hour happy hour
Oh, I
fans
actually
at
did
gmail.com.
get an email I was supposed to tell you about.
Okay.
Someone emailed me at like my public account
Mm-hmm.
saying that I guess in the first episode you talked about how you wish you could message people and have it not like through your iPhone and have it not pop up green when you're messaging other iPhones. Have it pop up
Did
blue
we
just
talk
to kind
about
of
that?
kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a setting where you can do that in your phone.
In your phone or my
No,
phone?
in your phone.
Because you were the one that said you didn't like it when you were coming up green.
No, I come up blue, right?
No, you come up green.
Oh, I come up green. Oh, yeah. No, I don't care that I come up green. My friends freak out that I come up green.
Right.
But you were saying you wish you could do that and like freak your friends out. And
Oh, yeah.
You can. There's
Oh.
a setting in the iPhone where you can make it look like it's not actually coming through iMessage or something
Oh,
like
yeah. I want to do that.
It's really important to you, isn't it?
that. Yeah.
It is, at this point, the most important thing in my life.
Yes.
Finding
There you
and
go.
using that setting. Thank you,
So,
Alison.
yes, email us. Email us handy suggestions like that.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah. And follow us on Twitter at halfhourhappyhr.
Yes.
Yes, and you'll get pinged every time we put out a new episode and things like that. All right, well, that is it for this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour.
We did
I'm
it.
Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip.
That's Tom Krajewski.
Goodbye.
Very efficient.
I can already feel our relationship forming here where I'm the one who's like, why is Tom here?
Oh, yeah?
Even though I secretly love you, Tom, and I'm so thankful that you're here. We just have to have personalities to make this podcast interesting.